You're watching Newsday TV. Thanks for joining us. I'm Macy Eglund. First in Newsday, the state attorney general just released a report that finds a stark gap in homeownership among different races. Sherry Einhorn reports on the housing gap and what can be done to close it.
Owning a home is the American dream for many, but according to this report from the New York State Attorney General, racial disparity in lending practices is preventing some people of color from purchasing homes.
If I am creditworthy enough, but I'm still being denied or only being approved for lower mortgages, then I'm unable, if I am a Black or a Latino person who's looking to move to a community to have access to high quality education, and I'm unable to purchase there.
The AG's report found white households own their homes at nearly double the rate of households headed by Blacks and Latinos. And across all income and credit score ranges, racial minorities are denied mortgages at higher rates. The Attorney General said, "This report makes it clear that our state must do more to provide better resources for homebuyers and strengthen housing laws to empower more New Yorkers." The report recommends state legislation, including a subsidy for down payments and interest rates for first-generation homebuyers of color. The findings in this AG report mirror what Newsday discovered after a 3-year investigation in 2019 called Long Island Divided.
Often our minority testers were subjected to additional requirements that our white testers were not. For example, the real estate agents would often ask a minority tester, are you pre-approved for a loan? A mortgage, that is. If you weren't, well, I can't take you out. You need to be pre-approved. But our white testers, I think in all cases, were not asked that.
Anyone who is Black, Latino, or minority should come in for mortgage counseling. Mortgage counselors will look at not only the mortgage product where they have various fees, but will also look at and provide them with different options and make sure that they are not being taken advantage of.
I'm Sherry Einhorn for Newsday TV.
You can read more about the AG's report and see our LI Divided investigation on our website, newsday.com. Click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. A Hempstead woman has been found guilty in a crash that killed an NYPD detective from Long Island. The Queens DA says Jessica Beauvais was driving drunk with a suspended license. She crashed into Anastasio Sakos, a father of 2 from East Northport, who was manning a police roadblock on the LIE. The 34-year-old was convicted of aggravated manslaughter, vehicular manslaughter, and leaving the scene of an accident. She faces up to 20 years in prison. 2 swastikas were found at East Meadow High School. The principal sent a letter to parents saying district officials and Nassau County Police are now investigating. This is the latest in anti-Semitic vandalism found here on the island. Governor Kathy Hochul says there is zero tolerance in New York for hate.
We cannot allow hate and intimidation to become normalized. We cannot risk losing our identity as a place that has been long admired, a place known for acceptance.
Hochul says the state is deploying every possible state resource to keep New Yorkers safe. We are now 1 week away from Election Day, and overdevelopment and traffic safety are 2 of the biggest issues in Huntington right now. I spoke with Towns reporter Deborah Morris for the story you'll see only in Newsday. We are in Huntington at Town Hall with Newsday's Huntington Town reporter Deborah Morris talking about the issues residents here are concerned about as they head to the polls this November. Deborah goes to all those town hall meetings, knows all the happenings here. Some of these comprehensive plans are quite old. Tell us about that.
Huntington's Horizon 2020, well, it's 2023 now, it's out of date, so the town supervisor has said that he needs to redo the comprehensive plan, which is a land development plan, to figure out how to bring Huntington into the future. Some residents are concerned that there's too much development coming into the town. So some civic groups have mobilized and they've joined forces because they realize that there's strength in numbers. And so they come to the town board to lobby to say that we don't want more development. And that could be some civic group in Dix Hills joining with another civic group in Huntington to get the message across.
What's been a top of mind for residents lately?
Speeding. few residents have been coming to Town Hall lobbying the town board because they're concerned about speeding on residential streets, on main streets, and they want the town to do something. And the town has been responding, banning trucks on some streets and putting up stop signs to slow things down.
Okay, so some safety concerns. A few things top of mind for residents here in Huntington. Deborah, thanks for breaking it down for us.
Thank you.
Read more about the issues in Huntington and what matters in your town on Newsday.com. Click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. Voters in Mattituck rejected a $13 million proposal to expand its firehouse. It included adding new truck bays, a community meeting room, gear areas, and more. Now, fire district officials say the building no longer meets the needs of the department. They also say it does not comply with safety mandates. The FAA is moving its headquarters from Queens to Nassau County. The Federal Aviation Administration tells Newsday its HQ will move to Carl Place in 2025. It will take up 1.5 floors on Old Country Road. More food options are coming for Grand Central commuters. The MTA says Pliables, Van Leeuwen Ice Cream, and Joey Bat's Cafe will soon be open. There are currently over 60 places to eat or even shop inside Grand Central. Let's take a look at your Long Island forecast now. For trick-or-treating tonight, at least we had some sun and some decent weather. Cold tonight, though, temps dropping to around 41 degrees. Tomorrow, that rain we have late tonight continues into tomorrow morning. Highs near 45 degrees. It will be chilly. We'll take a look at the rest of your work week in just a few minutes.
Long Island weather is brought to you by Home Tax Saver, PTRC Incorporated.
Beauvais National Lab is looking to build a new $3 billion first-on-Earth electron-ion collider. Sherry Einhorn has the story you'll see only in Newsday.
It's very rare and it's very exciting.
Brookhaven National Laboratory's new director says she was lured to Long Island from California, excited about plans for a $3 billion project.
Starting in 2025, a brand new electron-ion collider will be built right here. And once it's operational, it will be the only one on the entire planet.
I'm a collider physicist by background, theoretical physicist, so I did many physics studies to motivate the construction of new colliders, none of which ever got built during my entire career.
Touted as the crown jewel of the lab, Hewitt says the new collider will have a huge impact on basic science.
For science, what it will do is it will uncover what's inside the nuclei, the particles that make up the nuclei of an atom.
On technology,
what we learn now will be the basis of new technology 50 years from now. And that has proven itself over and over again.
And the workforce.
This type of science is in the newspapers, in the headlines. It really draws students into the field, into physics, into science in general.
We also got a tour of the Light Source 2. It's a circular ring that accelerates electrons and then produces photons. Scientists use it to conduct experiments on new materials, dating artifacts, clean energy, and vaccine research. A new Welcome Center is also under construction here, scheduled to open next summer. Home to a 300-seat auditorium, the lab will be able to host science forums and public lectures, not to mention attracting scientists from around the globe, like the world-renowned Center for Advanced Science in Europe.
We're going to be the CERN of the United States.
At Brookhaven National Laboratory, I'm Sherry Einhorn for Newsday TV.
You can read more about BNL on Newsday.com. Click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. They are taking Halloween decorations to the next level. One local home is bringing Stranger Things to life on their lawn. It's a story you'll see only in Newsday.
We always do a lot of decorating for Halloween, and we just wanted to do something different starting last year. And I really wanted to do something unique, and we came up with Stranger Things. and just really, you know, like Andrea was saying before, we wanted to just do something that nobody else had. And you know, last year we had probably about 6,000 or 7,000 people come see the house, and it's about half the size of what it was that it is this year. So we added a bunch of things and different creatures from the show. You know, it's trickery, some of it. You know, it's my skeletons from, you know, years past that I just looked up on YouTube and found different ways to, you know, put skin on them and make them look realistic. I mean, if I had to put a time frame on it, you know, 100, 200 hours probably total, you know, to do everything. And then the setup is usually, you know, I started the last week in September and we kind of finished up last weekend.
And it's great to see the people who are huge Stranger Things fans come. When they come, they're amazed at all the, you know, the different characters, and they know all the characters. Be like, oh, it's Eddie, oh, it's Barb, oh, you know, they know the characters. So that's kind of cool when, you know, the real huge Stranger Things fans come.
So impressive. That house will be packed tonight, and there are a whole lot more. You can read more about those local Halloween displays on Newsday.com. Click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. You're watching Newsday TV. I'm Macy Eglund. Thanks for joining us. Hope you have a great Halloween night. Stay safe. We'll leave you with a look at your 7-day forecast.